Hello, GWT family. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. My name is Daniel Olonshi, ambassador for the month of May. I have the pleasure today of introducing our host ambassador, Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao. Uh, she's the first GWT female regional ambassador, the first female top earner, the number one USA top earner, and the first female GWT millionaire. She's been involved in the MLM industry since 1998 because she loves the concept of being financially free. She finally found herself the real home, the true residual income opportunity, which is global world trade, of course, in 2007. Now her team is in over 100 countries with over 13,000 luxury consultants worldwide. She's also a full-time wife and mother where she enjoys her time to watch her little baby grow up every day. So it's with great pleasure that I call on Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao.
Hello, Daniel. Can you hear me well?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your wonderful introduction here. Hello, GWP family, especially our family from Africa and Europe. Tonight is due to the busy schedule for our convention, we didn't have the Night of Stars in April, so we are recognized people from both months. And I know we have a lot more than we recognize tonight. So if you achieved what we asked you to achieve, and you don't see your name there, please send that to me or to your My 5 RAs and NAs, and we're gonna recognize you next month. And we don't want any star be left behind, because this is your night to shine. And we are not only recognizing you, we want to hear your story. We want to hear how you achieved what you have achieved to become our Night of Stars. So without further ado, let's recognize and interview our first star of the month and see who that is. Wow, it is Dr. Anthony, that doctor and pastor and original ambassador, Dr. Anthony. I am so happy that he is our first star of the month, because to be the regional ambassador, and it's not an easy statement, it's not an easy achievement, but not only him, but his wife, Joy, also achieved that. So, I mean, both couple achieve it in a separate position is not easy, but they did it. And I really admire this powerful couple. And a lot of you actually, I'm pretty sure 99% of the attendees on this call know this couple, and they are always there. They're always been an amazing trainer, amazing powerful presenter, and amazing leader to all of us. So let's bring Dr. Anthony to this call. Dr. Anthony, are you there with us?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sherry. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you loud and clear. I'm so happy that you are here with us, and you are the regional ambassador now officially being with us for. Please tell us, please tell us your story again. And I know a lot of people know your stories, but I like to hear. I always love to hear your stories. Your story is so powerful, and you are, as a doctor, as a full-time daddy, as a full-time doing a business. I don't know where you can find time to do all this, but you have high achievement with the company, and so much that we can say about you. So tell us your story. Like, what do you have done to make it happen with your wife Joy together?
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone on the call. So delighted, to be on the call and just to speak to all of us once again tonight. And of course, great appreciation to our Ambassador of the Month, Daniel Alonso. Yeah. maybe I should just share something I've never shared before on the webinar. Um, my dad, very fantastic man. He worked so hard with the government in Nigeria, Edo State, and he used to always say to us when we were young, have family meetings. He would say to us, if you want to make it in life, you've got to have a first degree, a university degree. And of course, we all believe that, and we began to work towards that. Sometime in my high school, that secondary school here in Nigeria, my dad started telling us, because the things were changing, he began to tell us in family meetings that you need to add a master's degree now so you can be guaranteed a good job and a good pension. And by the time I got into the university, my early university days in medical school, he began to say to us, hey, look, kids, it appears having a master's degree is not all that will guarantee you to get a good job, because you go to school, you get a good job, and you're, of course, secure for life. And then he says, you need to get a PhD now, and just it was a reality check for me because, first of all, it was a first degree, a BSc or a bachelor's degree to get a job. And then next, you need to add a master's degree, and then next, you need to have a PhD, and of course, that was still not a guarantee that you get a job. And then I also began to observe that many of the people who actually had jobs and were working, they just barely were making it. They were just barely getting by, and to make it worse, those who came out as pensioners, are always out there in the streets. I don't know how it is out there outside Nigeria, but in Nigeria, they're always under the sun, the rain, trying to get their monthly pension. So it was absolutely not a guarantee. I also watched my dad, go to queue and do some carrying placards to demand that they get paid their pension. I didn't want to have that, for my kids. Yeah, he was comfortable, had cars, used to travel abroad, but he just was not that financially free the way I would have loved, him to be, And I said to myself, hey, look, I don't just want to be able to take care of my kids, take care of my family, and being a doctor sort of could guarantee that. I wanted to do more. I wanted to be able to help people. I wanted to be able to give causes that mattered most to me and I was passionate about. I wanted to be very useful financially in ministry where I'm functioning as a pastor. So I wanted to be able to do more. And to make it, even worse, we started out, my wife and I started our business in Warri, and then because we were working, we couldn't really pay attention to the business, and people were just doing away with our funds. And many people on the call tonight can relate to that. You're not there, and people just end up, working for themselves in your business place. And we had to shut that business down, and we began to look for an opportunity that would give us that leverage, where we put our money in there, and then part-time we can do the business, and of course we can make some good income from it. So that's how it was. We're searching. We got into one or two MLMs here, but of course, how it is in the industry before GWT came along. It was so restrictive, and the higher you went, the more difficult it was for you to actually sustain your position. You will drop if you don't do a particular activity in a particular month. So it got harder and harder for us, and of course, we had to just drop out of some of those MLMs after some time, until we got to know about GWT. We just could not believe that there was such a plan, that there was such a company, a luxury fashion designer company that would function in direct sales. We just could not believe that your volumes would not be flushed. We just couldn't believe that they had an IA program where you were not forced to take products, you were not forced to have inventory. We couldn't believe it. As a matter of fact, we just could not believe it. And then the more we studied the compensation plan, the more we just said to ourselves, this is what we have been looking for. This is what we have been looking for. To actually be an independent luxury consultant with a fashion designer company, the biggest in Canada and the fastest growing in the world. This is exactly the opportunity we have been looking for. And from the compensation plan, just those two areas we saw before we began to see all the other amazing parts of our comp plan, which has of course gotten absolutely off the hooks, better than anything out there, with the enhanced compensation plan that came in force from April. We said to ourselves, we're going to build with this company, we're going to grow with this company. It was clear. We did the maths, and we knew if you did the work, you will get the results. If you put in the effort, you get the results. And then we heard on the webinars, we refused to miss any webinars. We heard that all the top earners in GWT are always on webinars. We heard that all the top earners in GWT follow the GWT page on Facebook, they follow the Forensic Networker page on Facebook, and they're always posting stuff on Facebook. They're always sharing the next event. They're always doing, these amazing things. And we said to ourselves, if the top earners are doing this and they got to be top earners, if the top leaders are doing this and they got to be top leaders, then we are simply going to follow their footsteps. We got in there, read the next 30 days action plan, and the launch pad, and we said to ourselves, we are going to do exactly what the top leaders and the top earners have done, and we will prove that the system works. And here we are. Here we are. Regional Ambassador Joy became a regional ambassador in 11 months, fastest in Africa. And I said to myself, I'm going to do the same thing. Got out there working, and December into March 2016, kept on doing the work, building, helping LCs all over the world, helping people, training people, whether they were my team or not wasn't important to me. Just being out there, throwing myself out there, supporting my team, supporting anybody, anywhere in the business, wherever they were, and of course, IA was right in there. I saw the opportunity of what that could do. And of course, all out massive action, tours all over the place, one-on-one presentations, helping people who were actually ready to bond, pouring fuel on them, supporting, and before you knew what was happening, the volumes were revving up. All the points required and all the necessary requirements to become regional ambassador were just getting ticked one after the other, and then the RA status came just like that. So there's a process, and anybody that follows the process will arrive at the same destination. You arrive at success. I posted out something earlier today, and I said, hey, look, success is not a destination. Success is something that you actually achieve every single day. That action you take and you're successful at it, your daily method of operation, your weekly method of operation, your monthly method of operation, if you consistently stay successful on a daily basis, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, you will have amazing successful results, to show everybody. So what you want to do is just be consistent, follow the plan, follow the system, follow the top earners examples, follow the top leaders examples, and I'm telling you, definitely you will be sharing this same kind of testimonials at the end of the day. GWT is just the best opportunity out there for anyone who is serious and who wants to have a legitimate chance to have financial freedom and time freedom, and it's absolutely so exciting. Sherry, if you just let me go, I'll keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, because I'm just so excited at everything that GWT represents. Thank you so much, Ramin Mesgalu, our CEO, for creating GWT. Thank you, Sinas Woman. Thank you, the corporate team. Thank you, all our top leaders. Thank you, Sherry, for all the support and all the things that you've done, to help us, strengthen us, to train us, to be always available, to train all else's all over the world, So thank you so very much. Glad to be a regional ambassador. Glad to be a luxury consultant with GWT. Back to you, Sherry.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony. I'm so happy to hear your speech here. I don't mind you go on and on and on. Of course, we do have to leave a few minutes for other stars tonight, but I love your story. I love everything you shared with us. Your story is not only for Nigerians, just so you know. Your story is so common. If you read that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, that Robert Kiyosaki wrote in the U.S., you are talking about your daddy is like his own dad in U.S., right? Like high education, and one of the kids to have high education, with high education you can find a good job. We all got that. Doesn't matter you are in U.S. or you are in Nigeria or you are in China. Doesn't matter. My mother, as a teacher, as herself. And she been hard worker for all her life, and she was always telling me before my business became so successful nowadays, but she was always the one telling me, Sherry, you need to go to university and find a good job and all that. So, and her happiest time that she always said to me, my happiest time was when you were in university and you were in taking the accounting as your major. I thought you're going to be an accountant after, but no, I didn't take that route. So she was really unhappy for a period of time until my business hit you know, where it's supposed to hit. So Dr. Anthony, I'm with you. The story you are sharing is so common. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can feel you and have the same type of you know, education, same type, not, I mean, same type of talk from the parents. So I'm so with you that, and thank you so much for also sharing with us. You know, the job is not a guarantee, and you know that especially nowadays, probably in our parents' age, the job is more a guarantee. They can be in the same job for like 20, 30, 40 years. But nowadays, like the turnaround rate is so high. It doesn't matter you are in Nigeria, you are in Europe, you are in US, doesn't matter where you are. It's the same thing. Job is equal to just over broke, in my opinion, and many other people say the same thing. So we need to have a business that works, and we need to have a business that really providing a true residual income. That's the reason why we are in this business. That's the reason why we love what we do. That's the reason why I've been with this business for over eight plus years, and I'm still loving it and crazy about it. So thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, for sharing all your stories. And let's follow the plan. Let's do our DMO and WMO and achieve what we want to achieve with our business, with GWT altogether. Okay, great. So let's go to the next star. Well, this is Patrick Otta, and Patrick is he became our new ambassador, I believe, in March as well. So, do we have Patrick on the call with us? Daniel, do we have Patrick on the call with us?
No, I don't see Patrick here. He was here a while ago.
Oh, I think it's the network in that case.
Yeah, I
Well,
believe so.
while we are waiting for Patrick, we have, I know, I believe he's also in Dr. Anthony's team. And Dr. Anthony, would you please share a few words about Patrick?
Thank you so much, Sherry. I'm sure Patrick will be coming back on the call shortly. Maybe we should just give a few minutes and go on to other stars, and then when it comes on, he could share. If he doesn't, then maybe could do that. What do you think?
Yeah, just share a few words about what you know about Patrick and how he became ambassador, and then we're gonna move on to the next stars, and then at the end we're gonna check again if Patrick's on, and then we can have him to share a few words.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, Patrick Otter, actually, of course, in Bori here, he works in the oil industry, and he launched his VDM last year. And Patrick, very motivated young man, immediately came into the business. He observed a method of operation and things that we do. And the very first 10 days in the business, he organized a tour. He had almost 50 persons in that particular tour. Of course, got the first set of VDMs launched, within that period, and kept on, working the business. Every single tour we have, he showed up. Always coming up on the webinars, learning the business, having one-on-ones, and so on. So basically, this is another gentleman that understood the importance of following the system and following the trainings that we have in place, and taking action on those particular trainings. People who consistently are having prospects and having leads and getting the My5 to support them, in the system. Something I find very interesting about Patrick is he utilizes the My5 support system. And if you're on the call and you don't really utilize your My5 support system, you're not really doing yourself a lot of good. You need to learn to use your My5 support system. Don't plan to just go it all alone. The My5, your qualified uplines are absolutely available to support you, to help you in the business. So something that Patrick does very, very powerfully is to utilize three-way calls, is to do one-on-ones and get the My5 to come in there and just help with the closing. And of course, this has helped him in expanding his business to several countries, and it was inevitable at the end of the day that he would turn out to become, an ambassador with GWT. All right, so he achieved that, and of course, has qualified for the ambassador cruise. He couldn't make it this year for the cruise. Of course, he'll be there for the ambassador cruise next year, 2016. So basically, that's Ambassador Patrick Otta for you. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, for sharing for sharing Patrick's story with us. This is a really great story that we shall all learn. Literally, like it's not a science that we are operating. Everyone with dedicated work and to put the business in like in the bones, and you really have that business going. So thank you, and we hopefully we're gonna have Patrick himself get on board back to us in a little bit. Let's move on to next star. So next star is from Ghana. Wow. And her name is Stephanie. And do we have Stephanie on this call with us? Daniel?
Unfortunately, no, we don't. She's not on the call.
She's not on the call at this very moment.
No,
So,
no, she's not.
Dr. Anthony, do you know a little bit about Stephanie, and maybe we can learn a little bit about her, the new diplomat?
I think Diplomat Silas Metal from Ghana, he will be able to speak more, or maybe any Abdul Razak, something.
Okay. All right.
Silas is also not on the call.
But Abdul Razak is.
Yeah, Abdul Razak, yeah. Any Abdul Razak will be able to something.
Would you please unmute him?
Oh, sure. He's unmuted already. NA?
Hello, good evening.
Good
Can you hear me?
evening, NA.
How are you, Regional Ambassador Sherry? How you doing?
Very good, very good. How are you doing, National Ambassador, Abdul Razak? How are you?
I'm incredible.
Very good. I'm so happy you are on the call with us. I know you are going to be the next superstar, sharing your own story. But in the meantime, we'd like to hear about Stephanie, if you know her well.
Oh yes, I do know her very well. Stephanie is a champion, I remember this lady was, she will not even, she can't even say hello to you. The first time I went to Ghana, so timid, but wow, ever so resourceful and very, very determined. It's all about being coachable, isn't it? And she's open to learn, and she has a very, very good upline in Silas Mitchell, and so she just was learning. I know her story so well. I know it was quite difficult for her to even build a business because of one or two reasons, but we continually encouraged her, and she listened, and she listened, and she listened, and eventually she began to break, out of her shell, and she began to discover the greatness that is in her. And what do you know? She followed the system. She put in all the requirements. She learned, and she hit diplomat. Just a few days ago, they actually had a very huge event in Ghana, and she was on stage. She was a host on stage, and she managed it wonderfully. And so, next up for this lady, I know is ambassador. I know that she is raring to go, and she's going to achieve it. So she's a great, great example of, just being coachable, just open-minded, learn the business, apply the system, and just become who you are. Stop being who you are not, and start being who you are. So that is Stephanie for you, and what a great lady! Congratulations, Stephanie. Back to you, Sherry.
Thank you so much, and Abdulrazak. It's a great story. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. Be really coachable with the business, and she had a great coach to make her to become who she actually is. And sometimes we don't really know who we are until we discover ourselves, and that's something really interesting as a human being. We sometimes we just don't realize how much power we have, and don't realize how strong we could be, and then until someone discover that and get us to that space. So thank you, Abdulrazak, for being a great leader. And let's move on to the next star. And of course, as I said, this is I knew our next star is our very own President Cup winner and national ambassador, all the way from Abuja, Nigeria, Abdulrazak. And he actually not only doing saying what he's saying, he's also a Mr. Do It. He has done, and he has been like our Night of Stars every single month. And as he says to us, my focus is to launch 4 VDMs every month, and plus four or more, and to stay on the Night of Stars. And he fulfilled that every single month. And as of March and April, he also launched 4 VDMs. And so please, Abdulrazak, please share with us your own story, how you achieved that, what make you do what you do, and give us empowerment and inspiration like you always do. Thank you so much, Abdul.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you so much. It's really I can't remember the title of the book right now, but it's a small book, and the story is told of somebody who promised himself that every day he was going to go into the city, and he was going to toss a pebble into the stream when he gets to the bridge. So he put together a certain amount of pebbles, maybe about 10 or 20 pebbles. I can't remember the story correctly now, but the story goes that it's very easy for him not to get up every day and just wait until after, on the 10th day or the 20th day, walk, to the bridge and then toss all the pebbles into the stream. That's easy, you know, but he went into the city every day and tossed one pebble into the stream every single day, just to make sure that he fulfilled a promise to himself. So at the beginning of this year, I decided that, look, you know what? I need to have a promise list. And on that promise list, of course, the goal is to achieve global ambassador, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not in GWT yet until I become a global ambassador. So one of my promise list is, you know what? Every single month, you have to be on the Night of Stars. That means you need to follow, the system that's in your back office. The milestone is at least 4 VMs every single day. Now, the company put that in for a reason, and that is to ensure that your business is continually building. Because in this business, if you're not building, you're not, you cannot achieve residual income. So that was my mindset at the beginning of the year, and I put all my goals, my promise, my promise list, and one of them is to ensure that I sponsor at least 4 people every single month or more into the business. So that is my driving force, and that, of course, will eventually allow me to achieve financial freedom, because I know that I'm putting in the effort to build my business, and of course, I'm leading by example, because it's one thing to say something and another thing to do it. You can tell people to do something, but guess what? People will hardly follow you if you don't do it yourself. So that's one of the greatest things, in life, is to lead by example. Because when you lead by example, then other people will follow you. So that is my strategy, and hopefully I will continue to be on the Night of Stars every single month going forward. Not just in 2016, but beyond 2016, because you know what? The next decade just got started, and we need to build this and build it big. So thank you so much for the opportunity. Back to you, Sherry.
Thank you so much, Anna Abdulrazak. You are absolutely leading by example. You are showing us how you do it, and you're showing us you are doing it, and you are always on the webinars, and you're always on the training, and we can always hear your voice and learn from you. And this is so important, ladies and gentlemen. We have a great leader like and our very own Anna Abdulrazak, like our very own RA, Dr. Anthony and RA Joy, and so many regional ambassadors and of course the national ambassadors in this business. And we have done a lot of things to make sure that we have a good system that everyone can follow. So it's not like compared to, I would say compared to like even 5 years ago, the business was a lot harder 5 years ago. But right now we have such an easy system. Everything is there. Everything is being recorded. All the trainings, all the things that you need to do for your business is there already. So just like our very own Anna Abdulrazak said, leading by example and just do it. And he's a great leader as a leader, as the leader of a team. You do it, and he's doing it, and such a great job. And so you can see in this picture, he actually received so many awards on the stage at our 10th annual convention, and he's also our very own cup President Cup winner, and that's the most prestigious award that you can ever receive in this company. So thank you so much, Anna Abdulrazak, and I'd love to hear from you once again next month on the Night of Stars.
Thank you so much, Sherry.
Okay, great. Let's move on to the next superstar here. And okay, so this beautiful lady from Lagos, her name is Folosha. I'm so sorry if I pronounce the name incorrect, but this beautiful lady who launched 24 VIP accounts. So, Daniel, do we have her on this call with us?
No, we don't. She came on board for a few minutes. We talked about network issues. But we have a sponsor who is logged on that I believe can say something on her behalf. Opeyemi. So I'll just go ahead and unmute Opeyemi.
Okay.
Opeyemi, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself, please? Hello, Opeyemi. Can you hear me?
Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, Opeyemi. We can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Ms. Folashade is not online right now. She's a very, very wonderful person. She saw the opportunity, GWT opportunity, and she embraced it.
Hello,
And
Opeyemi.
I think her network is also not
yeah.
Initially, when she launched, she got discouraged at the point, but I kept on encouraging her. Danny, I think the network is kind of terrible. Can you help out, please? I really can't hear.
Sure. I'll do that. Let me also state that Folashade is actually my second generation, so I can go ahead and talk about her. She's, of course, an easygoing person. She heard of the opportunity and she went all out and launched her VDM as a diamond. And I think at some point she got discouraged, but she reached out and we kept encouraging her, especially her sponsor. kept encouraging her, and she's back right now. She's building her business. She just launched a VDM a few days ago, and so to see her on this see her on the Night of Stars today is amazing. It tells that she's going all out to build this business. She believes in it, and I expect that we'll keep seeing her on every Night of Star webinar every month. Sherry, back to you.
Thank you so much, Daniel, and it's great and for you to share with us Felicia dates.
Shade.
I'm learning the names here at the same time, and it's so yes, it's very important that we have we do encourage our our leaders and we do encourage our very own luxury consultants and make sure that they are going to going through the everyone has their difficult times and everyone has some beliefs and non-beliefs and we just really need to get over it and now she launched the 24 VIP accounts and we do look forward to see you on Night of Stars again next month. So thank you so much, and Daniel for sharing. So our next star who launched the 23 VIP accounts, and her name is Inoviano. Is that how we pronounce her name?
I'm sure she's gonna help us with that. Novia.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, Sherry, Daniel. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon. So please help me.
It's Eloviano. Eloviano. Or you can just go Elovia.
Ilovia. Ilovia is easier for me. Thank you so much, Ilovia. And please share with us your story.
Okay. I launched my VDM in October last year, and I guess, I mean, as excited as I was about the opportunity, by the time I finally got to understand it, I guess I just didn't pick up things as quickly as I should have. But then by the time I was ready to go, it was nonstop. My first break in the business for me, which actually made me wake up and think, okay, yes, we can do this, was when I launched my first LC, my first luxury consultant, and it turned out to be the first GWT virtual designer mall in Cameroon. That was Claudine. And it was just so exciting, and it just got me even more revved up. I kept going, I kept making calls, kept sending emails, kept sending Facebook messages, having one-on-one tours with prospects and all that. Although, people weren't giving me as many yeses as I would have liked, it didn't take me aback because I wasn't really going out for a yes all the time. I had preconditioned my mind to the fact that it could be a yes, it could be a no, and either way, it's fine. But the important thing was just keep moving on. And when you get a no in your business, it doesn't mean you're going to fold up. It doesn't mean you're going to pack up shop. It's the same way you would run your traditional business on ground that you deal with your GWT business. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't seem to get that. At the slightest, incident, you're giving up. Life doesn't work that way. So you get a no from someone, still you can, okay, you know what? Can I have your details? I would hook you up with a free VIP account still and get you a gift certificate, so you could, do some shopping from my mall and, just take it from there. So either way, it's a win for me. That was just the way I chose to run with it. And that was how I ended up launching 23 VIP accounts, at the time. Hopefully, I will step up my game and try to make sure I'm on the Night of Stars every month. Looking forward to doing bigger things, looking forward to achieving my goals with GWT, there's no turning back because the prospects are just enormous. The promise of this business is huge. So I encourage everybody to just keep going. You never stop at a no. There's always something to get out of it. Thank you very much. Back to you, Sherry.
Thank you so much, and I love your mindset here. It's, don't take no as an answer. And we do have amazing opportunities. We do have a lot of people with success in the business, and so we know that taking this no for to us right now may not be a no forever, right? So sometimes just timing is not right for that person, but to set up a VIP account is very important because with our unique opportunity and you set up this person as your own VIP, he or she will pretty much with you for the next at least minimum next 6 months because we have the policy and procedures and if this person is your VIP, they cannot turn their back to you and to become other people's VIPs or luxury consultants for minimum 6 months of time. So there's a great strategy that Elovia is taking here, and to take them as your own VIP, and you can also keep updating them with your information, the updates with new product launch, and with all the great things that are happening in the company. And eventually, some of those VIPs will want to take advantage of the business, or even to take it to have discount rate to buy their own products. So it's great that you can have as many VIP as possible. So do that, continue doing what you do, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be very successful in our business. And most importantly, you have really great mindset, and I love it. So let's keep each us like and empowering ourselves with the powerful mindset like Ilovia just shared. So thank you. So next superstar, of course, we know this wonderful lady, and this is our very own Joy Asagane, and I'm so happy that she's on our Night of Stars again. She launched 21 VIP accounts. And I had a pleasure actually meeting with her on the cruise, and actually right before the cruise, we met at Miami airport. I finally saw her in person back in April, just a little bit over a month ago. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to actually interview her right here again. Hello, Joy. How are you doing?
Hello, Sherry. Hi, I'm good.
Joy, you need to speak a little bit louder. Somehow your voice is a little bit low.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
A little bit better. Okay. Just speak closer to your microphone, please. And I'm so happy to have you here as our Night of Stars. You don't miss Night of Stars, I know. Every single month, I see you on the Night of Stars, and you are our superstar. So, Ari Joy, please share with us your story right here. What have you done? And month after month, you keep yourself here on the Night of Stars. What have you done? I know how busy you are. You have full-time job. You are also a mother of three.
Okay.
You are our regional ambassador. You are supporting so many people. Not only doing what you need to do, but supporting all others. And you are here with us all the time. So please, Ari Joy.
Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you so much for always being there for me. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone on the call. What I do, and right now is what I've been doing, and that's it's about being on the field. Not wanting to get laid back. Always wanting to be active, always wanting to be out there, touching life one person at a time, one day at a time. And like I said, the last night of Stars that we had, in February, I said one of the side effects of being this way is that you would always be on the Night of Stars, and our business is one that brings so much excitement. So it's not really a difficult task to be on the Night of Stars because it's something you share with so much joy, so much excitement. For example, we get into a call or you want to say well done to someone and the first thing that comes to mind is whoa or wow, wow, wow. So each time I find myself speaking to a prospect, speaking to people out there, they could feel the energy in my voice because it's not something that you want to fake. It's something that is in there. So the first thing you want to do as soon as you launch your VDM, you want to study the business. You want to make this business a second nature to you because that's the only way you'll be able to communicate it. That's the only way you would retain being excited. You retain the energy and you retain the enthusiasm. So basically that's what I do every time, and that's why by the grace of God I appear to always be on each month of stars because it's one of the metra, it's one of the uh, um, um, method of operation that we've given to ourselves in my team every month. The least you could do to us is get the VIP, launch VIP's account. And very soon you're going to see us having 12 VDMs, 8 VDMs, not even 4, because right now what we're doing is just putting things in place for the huge plan that we have coming up shortly. So I want to thank you, Sherry, for always being available, and thank all my team members for their commitment and for everything we do. And we're not dropping the ball. We are not going to drop the ball because the next decade just started. One time I told them, I said, we're not there when the first decade started. We had people like you, Sherry, people like Sean Haynes, people like Renee, but we are here now, and I mean, we would definitely make it count. We're not going to be silent. We're not going to back out. We're definitely going to announce ourselves, and that's what we're doing because we are opportune to be at the beginning of the next decade, and we want to, be the new Sherry, the new Renee. We want to be these new people, and by the next 20th convention, right, 10 years from now, God willing, we're going to be holding, Cherry, I'm going to be holding that your check much more than that. I'm going to be holding it. Dr. Anthony is going to be holding his own. Caris, my daughter, is going to be holding her own, and we are all just going to be doing it, Min Shakli, right there in Canada. Back to you now, Sherry.
Absolutely. That's our rookie of the year speaking here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank Thank you so much, Joy. You've been a wonderful leader to many of us, and you have done. You are leading. You are also the person leading by example. You are always sharing us, sharing the excitement, and I know the time that we spent together doing a cruise, and you and Dr. Anthony always been there and working as well. I remember that the time that we enjoyed the beach, and Dr. Anthony was launching VDMs. So
at the South Beach.
Right. So and
Sherry, the VDM that Dr. Anthony launched while we are at the South Beach, have launched, that guy have launched, about 3 VDMs so far, and he's taking Ireland seriously. Yesterday they had a strategic meeting right in his home. They are ready to take over Ireland, and all the guys saw was Dr. Anthony's picture of the cruise on Facebook. That was the VDM, it was launching that day we went to the beach.
Wow. such an amazing opportunity and such an amazing, like, that's so exciting, right? Like, you're showing your picture on a cruise and the people follow you and the people want to do what you do. So I love it. I love it. And hopefully, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, you are learning from all our superstars here. You're learning from, our amazing RA Joy, our RA Dr. Anthony, our NA Abdul Razak. These people, they are just us. Like, they are not anything special, but they are taking a lot of massive action to keep to keep where they are and plus more. So thank you so much, Ara Joy. Let's move on to the next. Okay, so I guess those are all the Night of Stars, and those are all the stars that we recognize tonight. I believe we have a lot of more stars in this in the month of March and April. I truly believe in that, but we didn't receive all the nominations somehow. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are on this call, and you know you are stars, and if you know there are team in your organization, there are team members in your organization are also qualified to be our Night of Stars, please send that to me or send that to your my 5 RAs and NAs. We want to make sure that no star is left behind. We will recognize them next month on the third Sunday of the month. Just remember there, ladies and gentlemen, every third Sunday of the month is our Night of Star night, and we want to make sure that everyone that's in Africa, in Europe, and in Middle East, anyone in these 3 continents, okay, and that who are qualified to be our stars, then please make sure that you send that to your RAs and NAs, your own My 5 RAs and NAs, and they will send that to the Ambassador of the Month, and we're going to put that together to ensure that we recognize them and we hear their story. It's very inspiring story that you want to learn from them. We want to learn from them. We want to make sure that this not only about recognition. It's also the amazing stories they sharing with us, and to encourage us to be a better us, right? So the basically the requirements are very simple. So basically, you need to have if you launch 4+ VDMs, or you launched 20+ VIPs, or you achieve new status, like you became a new diplomat, or you became a new ambassador, or RA or NA or GA in GWT, or you have sold over $1,000 of products in the retail. So all these are the requirements for you to become a Night of Star, to become the star of the night. All right. So if you do have those achieved, and please make sure that you send us before the 3rd of the Sunday. So we normally close our window on a Thursday night, and so we have time to put this the slides and everything together. So please send that to your NAs or RAs, and then we're gonna accumulate, and we're gonna recognize and interview you next at the next month, the next third Sunday of the month. So right now we do have some announcements. I'm going to turn that back to our ambassador of the month, Daniel, and Daniel will make the announcements to us. So Daniel, the call is back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Regional Ambassador Sherry. For the announcements, we have a couple of tours happening in Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja. Also, what we have right here is a mega tour in Abuja. It's going to be 3 sessions on June 4th, 2016. Um, uh, you can see that we have amazing speakers, amazing presenters that will be available to take the session. So what you want to do is to get your prospects, start reaching out to people in Abuja. You want to start a new friendship, you want to start a new relationship. So just ensure that you get your prospects to the venue in Abuja on June 4th, uh, 2016. We have National Ambassador Abdul Razak, we have NA Comfort, we have so many amazing leaders and presenters that will be handling the program, the tour. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Sherry, can you help me with the next one, please? Okay, so this is another one happening in Warri, also in Nigeria. On Saturday, May 21st, so it's good. You're also going to have a boot camp. Presenters are Regional Ambassador Joy Osegale and Regional Ambassador Dr. Anthony Osegale. So many opportunities for you to reach out to people in this area or around Warri to have them attend the tour. Okay, you also want to start spreading the news as quickly as possible. This is going to happen in a couple of days, so go all out and reach out to people, reach out to your friends in Warri. If you're outside Nigeria and you've got people that stay in Abuja or Warri, just ensure that you let them know about this tour that is happening. Okay, we have another one in Lagos, Nigeria, also on the 21st of May. This is going to be happening at GRA Ikeja, Lagos. If you've got prospects in Lagos, reach out to them. Their numbers on the flyer, so that it's going to be distributed, shared, broadcast in all the groups and on WhatsApp and also on Facebook. So you'd want to also take advantage of these tours. Ensure that you get your prospect to the venue, okay? Ensure that you utilize this opportunity. We have in Lagos, we have in Abuja, and we have in Warri. Okay, Sherry, can you help? Okay, and this is in Toronto, weekly tour. Guest speaker, we have National Ambassador Leo Scala. It's free for guests, of course, but then you have the monthly pass of $50 and a day pass of $10 for luxury consultants. This is also another opportunity to take advantage of. Sherry, you want to take it from here?
For all announcements, and I think that's about it. We can close the call right now. And thank you so much, Daniel, to be a great ambassador of month and for the month of May, and we're looking forward to have more leaders like you step up. This business is all about leadership and be really there and care about others. You cannot be successful in this business if you don't care about others. And take leadership as the first thing you do, and showing your care and showing your leadership to your team. So Daniel step up as ambassador month. It's a great step for himself and also for his organization. And people seeing him. If he can do it, I can do it too. That's the main thing about our leaders, and we are really there and care about people. And as our CEO always says, no member left behind. And we want to make sure that everyone in our organization we have we take care of. So and we have a lot of things going on around the world. I'm pretty sure these are the just a few with with the posters, but we do have a lot of great things going on around the world. So pay attention on the Facebook posts, pay attention on what's going on in the business, and always get yourself updated, and make sure that you step up to be the like what we our leaders does. So thank you so much for being on the call tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to all the stars to be recognized tonight, and I look forward to see you again next on the next Night of Stars in the month of June. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Sherry.
Good night, Daniel.